The product share always goes in a white pizza box. It's the size of an 8x8, and it stores the paper, okay? So I'll tell you a little bit about the paper share. There are actually, look at this piece. This is cork. You get 2 sheets of cork in your paper share, all right? And the other thing is, I always put a divider between papers. All right, so I'm going to show you. See the divider between the 2 papers? I always do the divider. So when you're using this paper, let's say you use all of the gingerbread and the peppermint. Well, you know, that tells you this is a pack that I love. You know, when I run out, here's the item number, here's the price, and I can place that order for this particular paper pack, okay? So I've included all the designer papers that are in the holiday book, and hopefully by now most of you have a holiday book. And if you are brand new and would like to shop with me, please let me know, all right? Because I can get you a holiday book. So this is the designer paper share as well as the specialty share. This is some gold shimmer vellum. Look at that one. And then the papers are in order of the holiday catalog, okay? So that's how I put them in order. They're in numerical order as you see them in the catalog. They have the dividers. And with the paper share, it is 163 sheets, ladies. 163 sheets. So, you know, if you're one of those demonstrators or customers who wants it all, this is a great way to get it all, and you get a sampling of it, all right? So there is quite a bit of paper here, and you can purchase the share separately or you can purchase them together, all right? So the paper share is 163 sheets, and it comes 6 by 6, and it is $64, okay? So when I tell you it includes everything in the holiday book, our holiday book is 80 pages long, all right? So we've got quite a bit of paper in that book. So when you put it all together, this is what it costs. It does come in this box, and I do create a really pretty label that will have the name of the catalog on it and an image. So that'll be really nice as well. All right, so that's paper, okay? Now, this catalog is also filled with tons of ribbon, all right? I mean, it is amazing. Look how much ribbon. There are 9 rolls of ribbon in the holiday book, okay? Now, they'll be packaged in these boxes. They will also be labeled, and you'll have 2.5 yards of each ribbon, all right? Now, the reason I label the ribbon is because I give you the name of it and I give you the item number. And when you use that 2.5 yards of a certain ribbon, then you know that's one that you love, you use a lot, and you need more of it, okay? So this is great for reordering, all right? So the ribbon share is 22.5 yards of ribbon for $21, all right? So it's like, I don't know, 90 cents a yard or something if I did my math correctly there. But it's $21 for the ribbon share, all right? So 22.5 yards and $21. All right, so that's ribbon. After I show you the embellishment share, I'll give you the details on the dates, all right? Now, embellishments are a little different, all right? There are quite a few embellishments in the book that are very hard to divide, and so they were excluded from this. Hang on here. See if I can, oh, got it. Okay. So, with this embellishment, you're going to get 15 of the holly leaves, And they're actually in 2 sizes. All right, so 2 sizes, 15 gold holly leaves. All right, so that's one of the embellishments. Then you're going to get these darling snowflakes. You actually get 12 of the snowflakes. All right, and they're like doilies. Okay, and then you're going to get a half package of the brushed metallic embellishments. These are great for the fall. You're going to receive the matte decorative dots, half a package, and half package of the cute stars. These are great for the Halloween suite, all right? Also included are wonderful gems, which is a returning favorite, and I don't have those to show you, all right? So with the embellishments, you are looking at, are you ready for this number? You're looking at 287 pieces, all right? And so the embellishment share is $27, all right? So, and these are the embellishments here, okay? Now, if you decide to purchase all 3 shares with me, I am going to throw in some celebration paper for free, all right? So I want to show you this beautiful, beautiful paper. It's called Beautiful Pinned. It's a celebration item, and you'll receive them in 6x6, all right? I will be cutting these, and you get 12 sheets of it. And so that's another one, and here is another one. You see how beautiful this is? So this is your free gift for purchasing all 3 product shares, all right? Okay, and here is the front of our catalog, and you can start reserving your holiday product shares now. I cannot receive payment yet per Stampin' Up policy, so I'm going to give you a few more details about the timing, all right? And I'll go ahead, I'm going to zoom in a little bit on this one. All right, so here's the timing for the product shares. You can reserve them now by emailing me or Facebook messaging me, okay? The deadline to order shares is going to be Wednesday, August 11th, all right? So we've got about 3 weeks, I think, all right? PayPal billing will begin on Monday or Tuesday, probably Monday, August 9th. That's when I'll be sending out the PayPal or Square billing. With Square, you can use a major credit card. And your estimated mailing of the shares is going to be, I think it's not Tuesday, September 9th. Ladies, I really think that's Thursday, September 9th. I think I can't look at the calendar right now, but I believe that's Thursday, September 9th. Either way, it's going to be September 9th, okay? All right, and here it is again. Designer paper share is 64, ribbon share is 21, and embellishment share is 27, plus shipping if I need to ship it to you. All right? So does anyone have any questions? I won't be here next week to show you the share, but I'll be back on August 4th to share it again in case there's anyone new. All right. We are in the annual catalog. We are on page 96 and 97. And so we're doing everything that we can with expressions and ink, all right? And the designer paper is absolutely amazing. And I'm gonna show you how to utilize that designer paper tonight, okay? So this is what the artistic dies look like once they've been stamped and cut out. Plus you get another lovely piece, no stamping involved, it's just die cutting. And then look at this piece, another die cutting piece. And then these items are stamped from the stamp set and then they're cut out, all right? Now, in case you missed last Wednesday night's Facebook Live, we created this card right here, and I showed you how to cut out this piece and do the stamping. And then the second card, we used the Stamparatus and the blending brushes, and we created this beautiful flower, which is right here and here. So if you missed last Wednesday night, certainly go back and look for last week's video, and then you'll know how to make these two cards, okay? Hello, Joyce. How are you? Okay, I'm going to take a sip of water, ladies. I've already talked too much. Here's the artistically inked stamp set right here. Hello, Brenda. How are you? I know, Nancy, you did win that card last week, and I hope you've gotten it in the mail. Okay, so I think you're going to enjoy tonight's cards. And the first one tonight is to show you how to cut out this piece, this die right here. And then we're going to do a bit of stamping. And I want you to notice the background. This piece here and this piece are two different pieces of designer paper that I've put together. Now, I want to show you where this idea came from. The inspiration came from the front cover of the annual catalog. And of course, I had to change up a few things because that's what we do, right? So, but that's where the idea came from. So I always like to use the catalog. All right. Oh, yay, that's awesome, Nancy. I'm so glad your granddaughter was there to help you open it. Now, to get started tonight, let me see what we need. We're going to do some stamping. So we'll get our stamping done first, and then we're going to do our die cutting, okay? So let's see. And I'm hoping you have your printable, all right? And when I speak of printable, I'm talking about this right here. You can head over to my blog at www.becreativestamping.com, and you can download and print this, and you can make notes while I'm creating the card. Okay, well, let's go ahead and, whoops, that's the wrong color. I'll put that one back. That's pale papaya. We're actually going to start with shaded spruce, and this piece right here is going to go there. All right, and this is going to be hidden, so I don't really, it doesn't matter to me what's going on with that. But you know something I am going to do? We're going to be using this tag punch, all right? And it's the Banners Pick a Punch, and it's item number 153608. And this piece of paper is about 3/4 inches here, and then you need a piece that's roughly 3 inches, okay? So 3/4 of an inch by 3 inches, all right? And we're going to insert it inside this punch, and I want you to look at the ends. If I punch on this side, the end of my paper will look like this with a point. And if I punch on this side, I'll have this banner or fishtail. Now, something that I like to do, just to be sure that my paper is straight in there, I like to flip over the punch, all right, and then pop that out, okay? And our punches are designed to be used upside down. And so this is my finished look, all right? So there it is right there. Now the beauty of this punch is you can, does it start? Yeah, it starts at, you can start it at 1/2 inch, 3/4, 1 inch, and then I think 1 1/4 inches. So you can use different size pieces of paper in this particular punch, okay? All right. So I'm going to ink up hello in shaded spruce, and I'm going to put it about right here. Okay, so that's done. And while I have the shaded spruce out, we're going to stamp the leaves in shaded spruce. And I'll put those right there. And that's going to get cut out. So can you see the variation in the stamped image? The stamp is designed like that. Isn't that cool? It is so, so pretty. And then the last piece we're going to do, we're going to use this little flower. And we're going to use polished pink, okay? So there's polished pink. Now we're going to be using this stamp tonight, this flower stamped image, and we're going to be using the leaves a lot tonight. And so for my next set of cards, these are already stamped and cut out, okay? Because you'll see me cut this out and you'll see how it works, and you don't need to watch me cut out the same flower 10 times, right? I mean, who really wants to do that, right? All right, you're going to need a piece of gold foil, all right? It's right here. And I know the leaves are beautiful, Suzanne. This is 2 1/4 inches by 6.5 inches. All right, and that's going to give you enough for the die. So let's get our dies out. I know we're going to need this flower tonight, and we're going to need the leaves, and then we're going to use this one right here tonight. Last week we used the other one, and tonight we'll use this one. Hello, Jean. How are you? Good to have you tonight. Now I'm going to bring in our Stamp and Cut emboss machine. All right. And I'm going to zoom out so you can see what's going on here. All right. I'm going to need platform 1, and the 1 is right there. And for this particular sandwich, here is the picture that we're going to use, all right? This is for using with thin dies. You're going to need number 2, then number 3, and this is where we're going to add our dies. All right. Now you can use a Post-it note so that your die will stay in the right place. And depending on how well I do, I may need that as well. You can also use washi tape. That should do it, I think. Aren't these colors pretty together? And then I'm going to use another number 3. All right, and y'all know my technique, right? You just hold your breath and just roll it through and see what happens. Hi, Suzanne. So good to have you tonight. All right, it looks like it did just fine. Honestly, it's a little bit of luck, really. That's all it is. Nothing special. And then there's the flower. Isn't that pretty? Really pretty flower. All right, now I'm going to take my gold foil and I'm going to position this right on top. Got plenty of paper for that. And then we're going to roll this one through. All right. My table is shaking, so I apologize for that. Okay. Now, since this is an intricate die, I'm going to roll it back through. All right. I really want to be sure. Yes, Sue, when you hold your breath, it works, right? I want to be sure that all my, oh, and look at that. I mean, it fell right out. I was going to turn it over and see if it cut through everything, and look at that. Isn't that gorgeous? All right, so I'm going to move the machine now. And I'm going to scoot back in. Here we go. And I'll go ahead and zoom up closer for everyone. Come on. There we go. Okay. So now the next thing we want to do is start with a Whisper White card base, all right? And I've already done that, but I'll give you the measurements. It's 5.5 inches, right there. I know it's super pretty, Sally. I don't know if you have it or not, but it's really pretty. And it's 8.5 inches, ladies. And then you score at 4.25, okay? All right. So now I've got my piece of designer paper, and you want your designer paper to measure 4.25. Actually 4, excuse me. It'll be 4 inches by 5.25 inches. All right, so 4 by 5.25 inches. Now I want to use the back of this designer paper as well as the front. I know this is going to fit even if I cut it in half. All right, so that's where I'm going to bring in my Stampin' Trimmer. And I'm actually just going to lay the paper on the diagonal, all right? I actually don't have any measurements for you at all. It's just wherever you want to cut your paper. All right. So, you know, this left corner is on 1.5, if that helps you, all right? And let's see. I think that's going to work for me. And then I'm just going to cut it in half, okay? So that's what I've done. I've cut this in half. And now when I flip it over, you know what? It might not work on this one. It worked on my other one because I used 2 different pieces of paper. So let me see here. I wonder if I turned it upside down. You know what? I might have to use 2 different pieces of paper. Let me show you the original card. It is right here, okay? So I'm thinking I might need to do that. And so I'm gonna grab another piece of our designer paper. Okay, so I've got some scrap designer paper right here. And I think what I want to do is, I actually do want to start with, oh, my BU. All right, just put it there. I'll show the ladies. My husband just brought me something to show y'all. I will show you later. All right, I know what I'm going to do. All right, so I am actually going to take, by the way, this should be 4 by 5.25 as well, and it is, okay? So what I'm going to do is, let's see what the other side looks like. All right, you know what? I want to use this side. Sorry, I'm just trying to make a designer decision here. All right. So let's do that. Nope, I'm going to use the bigger one. Sorry. Here we go. All right, I'm going to lay this right on top, okay? And then put this back into the paper trimmer right on that guide, all right? So that I can cut right along there. All right, and then I'll have my card front, okay? Alrighty. So it works better with 2 different sheets of designer paper, okay? 4 by 5.25. Okay. And let's see, here's our card base. So let's go ahead and do this next. Let's see. All right, I'm gonna go this way. All right. And you're gonna have about 1/4 inch all the way around your card base. All right, so just put some adhesive here. Make sure y'all can see my hands. All right, and then I'm gonna add this, and I'm making sure that I've got that 1/4 inch, okay, all the way around. And then I can take this piece, okay, and we're gonna put that right next to it. Let me put a little bit of adhesive there. Make sure that you all can see me. All right, and that just goes right up against that piece like that, okay? So here's the original where I used the two different designer papers, and now I've used this one, okay? So we're going to pop up hello. I know you're surprised about that. Let's finish up these dimensionals tonight. How about that? I'm gonna trim all the way around here so that we can use them. All right. And get rid of that. Oh, I'm so glad you like it, Suzanne. Thank you. All right. Oh, you know what I almost forgot? Our beautiful gold piece. All right, we don't want to forget this. I'm going to turn my end around here on my Take Your Pick tool. And I just want to be sure that I'm getting all those little pieces out. Quite honestly, the majority of them fell out using the Stamp and Cut Emboss machine. It was really, really easy. All right, so that's what I'm doing right now. I'm just poking out all the little pieces. I should probably bring my little trash can in here so I can do this over the trash can. All right, and one there, and that might be it. There's one. They keep showing up right when you think you have poked all of them out. There's always another one. All right, I'm gonna move this out of the way. Let me get all those little teeny pieces out of the way there. Now for this one, I didn't put adhesive on the back side of this. Here are some more. I thought I got them all. Oh gosh. All right. It's like they keep showing up. Okay. So what I'm going to do here is I'll actually put like a little snippet of some seal there. All right. And then I'm going to position this here. And the reason I put it right here is because I'm covering that up anyway with my hello. Okay. So there goes my hello right there. All right. And then we'll add, and I'm going to add the flower with the Stamp and Seal. Okay. So that'll lay right there. And now we've got this piece here, and I think I'm going to pop that up. And I'm going to put it right there. All right. So now we have two different cards. What do you think? I really like them both. You know what? I'm surprised at how well this one turned out. I'm really happy with this one. I think it's really cute. Nothing I planned on. I thought I was just gonna flip the designer paper, but that didn't seem to work for me. So anyway, there they are. There's both of them if you want to screenshot those before we move on. And I will be giving one of those away tonight. All right. Okay, I'm gonna move some things out of my way. All right, okay, I'm so glad you all like it. Okay. You know, I don't think you can go wrong with this suite because the designer paper is amazing. And I'm going to show you how to make 6 cards out of 1 sheet of designer paper. Are you ready for that? You're going to need your 12 by 12 designer paper for this project, okay? Thank you. I'm so glad you all like it. Hi, Sharon. Hi, Bess. Okay, so I'm going to move this out of the way, and then we'll be giving this away, all right? Thank you, Marilyn. Okay, now for our next card, and let me get it out. Sorry, you're looking at nothing right now. we're going to create 6 cards out of 1 sheet of cardstock. You know what I forgot to do? I didn't put Winka Stella on that flower and leaves, so you definitely want to do that, okay? Let's see. I'm just moving things around now. This is out of 1 sheet of designer paper, okay? So I'm going to zoom out so you can really see it, and I'm going to teach you how to do this tonight, okay? So you're definitely going to want to take some notes, all right? I know, isn't the green awesome? The greens are Pear Pizzazz and Shaded Spruce. So, oh, please case the cards, Connie, please. Thank you, Luann. Thank you, Marcia. Thank you, Arlene. Thanks, ladies. That makes me feel so good. All right. Now, you may also notice on these cards that I've got these sweet little sequins. And you do get a sheet of these sequins in the ephemera pack, okay? All right. I know, it is a crime not to add Winka Stella. What am I thinking? All right, are you ready to get started? I'm going to remove these cards, and I'm going to show you how to do this. We're going to change up now and use a different designer paper in the pack and a different card base color, okay? All right. So the first thing we'll do is we're gonna start with polished pink, okay? All right. Making y'all a little crooked there. I'm sorry, I'm fooling with the camera tonight. All right, I'm gonna zoom in a little. We're gonna use our Stampin' Trimmer. We're going to create the card base, okay? I don't always do this with you all, so I thought I would do it tonight. This is an 8.5 by 11-inch sheet of cardstock, and we are going to score it at 5.5, okay? Now, my scoring blade is at the top of my Stampin' Trimmer, all right? So I'm putting that score line in there. Got a nice, beautiful one there. I don't know how well you can see it, but it's scored. Yeah, you really can't see that at all. But it's scored at 5.5, okay? And then I'm gonna cut it at 4.25. All right, and when I do that, I get 2 card bases. And we're actually going to need 6 card bases tonight. And I've already cut out the other 4, okay? So this is something I haven't done with you in a while. I haven't showed you how I score and cut my card bases. So I hope that is useful for some of y'all. Okay, so I'm gonna get this out of the way, and then I'm going to bring in one of the papers, okay? And so this is one of the papers in the Expressions in Ink designer paper pack. All right, here's the other side. Isn't that pretty? So it's polished pink and pale papaya, all right? Well, the first thing I'm gonna do to cut this one is I'm gonna cut this paper right in half, okay? And it's a 12 by 12 inch sheet of paper. And so the middle is 6 inches, okay? So there's my 6-inch mark, and I'm gonna cut it right in half, okay? Well, we all know that a 6-inch piece of designer paper does not fit the card base. See how much longer it is? So we've got to trim some more, okay? So I'm actually going to, I'm just gonna put both of them together. I'm gonna cut 2 pieces of designer paper at one time. And I know that I need to cut it at 5.25. So I'm gonna slip on over here to 5.25. All right, make sure everything is straight there. And then I'm going to trim this off, okay? Now, I can use this later when I stamp words on my cards. I can cut it and I can stamp a word on it, and now I have a strip of paper for a card base, okay? So now we're at 5 1/4. So we now know this is gonna fit. All right, so let me show you real quick. It's now going to fit at 5 1/4, okay? But now I need to cut the 12-inch side. So I'm gonna cut it at 4 inches. My paper was sliding on me. And I'm gonna cut it again at another 4 inches. And when I do that, this fits my card base perfectly. And I have now created 6 card fronts. There's 3, 4, 5, and 6. So now I've got 6 card fronts, okay? All right. So now we're gonna move these a little bit, and I can even use the other side if I want, all right, which I might do. I could really mix and match this, all right. Actually, I think I might do that for what I'm doing. I think I'm actually gonna like that. Let's see, or I might try this side. I'm gonna mix and match these, okay? All right, so the first thing we wanna do is we want to just tape. Actually, before we tape, let's stamp. And I say that just in case I mess up on the stamping. We're gonna use polished pink for the stamping. So the polished pink ink. And we're going to be using words tonight from Peaceful Moments. Now, Peaceful Moments is in the annual catalog. And the reason that I chose this set is because I can get 6 really good greetings out of one stamp set. All right, so that's why I chose this one. And I've got some extra blocks here. So we're gonna have to mount them. I always keep little pieces in my stamp case if I don't use them all. All right, so I think we're gonna use that one, and we're gonna use that one for now. We're gonna use more, all right? Everybody still with me? All right, I'm gonna ink this in the polished pink, and I'm going to stamp it about right here. Okay? And I'm going to zoom in. I'm just trying to show you how to take a 12 by 12 sheet of designer paper and make some really quick cards. Okay? So we've got words for that one. And let's see. Wishing you every happiness that this special day will bring. Boy, I really put that on here crooked, but I think I can stamp it straight. I hope so. There we go. Wishing you every happiness this special day brings. All right, now I've got to move some of my stamps off here. All right. Now we've got another one. All right, I did not bring my stamp cleaner over here, but we will make do. All right, so for this one, it's going to be thinking of you with all my heart. I think I'm going to go this way with it. So you can actually stamp the greetings any way, anywhere you want. All right. This is a little too messy, so let me wash my stamps. Okay. Oh, awesome, Tish. Thanks for letting me know. All right. So let's clean this off really well. It'll be so much easier to change it now. All right. We're definitely going to use a sympathy one. let's see, I'm going to put this one over here like this. You can put these anywhere you want, any of the greetings, okay? Oh, good. I'm so glad you like it, Leslie. Yeah, it really lends itself. This paper pack lends itself to stamping right on the paper. Absolutely. All right, let's get another one. And it's nice also when you use one stamp set. Makes it very, very quick. And I'll put the thank you there. Oh, welcome from New Zealand. That is amazing. It's really amazing how the internet connects us all over the world. Just truly amazing. I know, Brenda, sometimes we need easy ones, don't we? I think so. All right. I'm just going to see what's on the other side. Let's go with congratulations. See how fast this goes? And I'll put this one right here. Okay? All right. I'm just cleaning off my stamps. That way I don't have to do it later. I am using my simple chamois. It just has water on it. I cut part of the chamois to make it smaller for me. This stamp is stuck to my block, which is great. I'm going to lift up with that putty knife, and then I can take that off. And I've got one more to clean. This one I had taken off the block. Whoops. Now that wasn't smart. I should not have set the sticker side on the paper. Don't do that. This stamp set's pretty well loved though. It's been used quite a bit. All right. Oh, good. I'm so glad, Laura. Laura, is this a suite that you've looked at before we started last week? Or had you not noticed it in the catalog? All right. So next thing we're going to do is we're just going to tape these to the card bases. All right. So here we are. We're making 6 cards. Okay, come on. There we go. Sometimes I have to take my thumb and advance the adhesive. And we're just going to center this right in the center there, okay? So that's card 1. We're going to do more things to it. We're going to embellish it. All right, if you know me, we're definitely going to embellish it. All right. All right. Okay, and our next one, all of our card bases are polished pink. And those 3, we're going to do something different to it. Let's go on and get this one done. Brenda, you are reading my mind. Yes, we need a box for this. And I have a solution for you coming up when all 6 are completed, okay? Now we're going to add this one. And we just center all of them. Now I've got 3 card fronts left, okay? So we're going to kick it up a notch. And we're going to add a little pale papaya behind the paper. So let me give you the measurement for the pale papaya. 4 1/8 by, let's see, 5 3/8. Okay, 5 3/8. And we're gonna just give it that extra layer, which just kicks it up a little bit. And we're gonna center this one as well. And then this will go on the polished pink. And I am just using the coordinating colors that are part of the paper pack. All right. Yeah, so now this one has the pale papaya behind it. See that? Now, let's go back and add, let's see if we like shaded spruce. This is another one of those coordinating colors. There's shaded spruce. I'm going to zoom in a little bit more for you all. All right. And we're going to add this. This will come together once we start putting our flowers on here, okay? So I'm just adding adhesive to the designer paper. The shaded spruce measurement is 4 1/8 and 5 3/8, okay? Just like pale papaya. And now we're gonna add, come on. We're add seal, and then we're gonna add this to this card base. All right, so there's the shaded spruce. Now for our last one, we're gonna add the gold foil, okay? So I'm just showing you how you can take cardstock or foil and just add another layer, whoops, add another layer to your card base. All right, let's see here, trying to get that straight. There we go. So it's really pretty with the gold, of course, because there's gold in the designer paper. All right, so now we're gonna add again. Hey Martha, welcome. Hello, hello. We are taking our Expressions in Ink designer paper and we've cut it into 6 pieces. And so we've got 6 cards out of 1 sheet of cardstock. All right, so there it is with the gold foil behind it. Now, as I told you earlier, I have already taken the time to stamp and cut some leaves. That's Pear Pizzazz. This is shaded spruce. The flowers are pale papaya. Polished pink, and shaded spruce, okay? So if you're just joining and you're not sure about the dies or how to cut out flowers and leaves, just watch the first part of the video when we're done, okay? All right, so here's our first one done. And I think what I'll do here is, and I love popping up these flowers. I know y'all are like just so totally shocked by that. And we're just gonna add a flower there. And then we're gonna pop up set of leaves here. Check that out. What do you think? And that's our card. See how simple that is? So you could stamp a bunch of flowers, stamp a bunch of leaves, and then when you go to assemble your cards, all you're doing is you're putting your pieces together. And then you can add a little wink of Stella and you have a card. All right, so here we're gonna use shaded spruce on this one because there is shaded spruce in the cardstock here, all right? I do need to drink some water. I'm super dry. All right, so we're gonna add, let me see here. Where do I wanna put that flower? Okay, I'm gonna put it there, and this time I'm gonna add Pear Pizzazz leaves, okay? And I'll put those right there. All right, And we'll probably add some double flowers in a minute, but that's another card. Let's add some Wink of Stella. I'm gonna also grab some water. Okay. And when you do add that Wink of Stella, it does move the ink, which actually makes the flower really interesting. And there is our second card. Now we've got the pale papaya behind this one. So you know we definitely want pale papaya on this card. Whoops. Get my flowers out of the way. And here we'll add the pale papaya. We're gonna add the leaves to this one. All right, let's see here. And I put those leaves there. And then we'll add some Wink of Stella. I had a little bit of green ink from that other, coloring that other flower there. So when you do transition your Wink of Stella from card to card, make sure you clean the brush tip, and you can kind of like do it like that. I think my Wink of Stella is almost dry. All right, so that's what we have so far, and we're not done. Let's see here. All right, let's go ahead and add, we're gonna add 2 flowers this time, just to kick it up a notch. So there's so many different variations that you can do with your card. And you can make them all a little differently. Hi Sharon, welcome. Let's put this other color on first, okay? So we're doing the shaded spruce. And then we'll do the, there we go. And now we're gonna add some leaves. This is the fun part. Once you have everything, your card base is all ready, okay? And you have your flowers all stamped. They go together so quickly. All right, let's see how I wanna do this. Let's do that. What do you think? Hopefully I have a little bit of Wink of Stella left in here. Yeah, I think it's empty. I'm kind of squeezing on the little tip there and just getting a little bit of stuff out of it. But that's okay because I have another Wink of Stella just waiting for me. Just have to get her out of the package. All right, so there's another card. We only have 2 left, and these are so fun to do. All right, let's see what else we've got. Let's go ahead and let's do a double with shaded spruce and pale papaya, okay? Put 2 dimensionals there. I'm so glad y'all like them. Super, super easy. And you know, ladies, don't we need easy sometimes? I know I do. All right, I just added a dimensional there, and I'll layer these 2, and then we're gonna add some leaves. I'll line them all up when we're done, okay, so that you can see them. All right, ooh, what if we did this? Hang on. What if we did that for one of the cards? We changed the leaves. Joyce, you could definitely do this. Oh my gosh, absolutely. Yeah, my little guy, he's my Stella. She's dry. Just can hardly get anything out of there now. All right, but that's the 5th card, and we have 1 left. I'm kind of liking the double flowers. Again, you can put the dimensional absolutely anywhere. It's not going to matter where. I know the colors are so pretty together. And look, I just used the colors that are suggested with the paper pack. That's all you have to do. These colors kind of remind me of ice cream sherbet, you know? Just those real pretty sherbet colors. All right. And I'm gonna have to get my new Wink Stella out. All right, so let's look at these. I'm gonna zoom out a little bit so that you can get an up close look. All right, so there's two of them. Here's another one. Okay. And here's one. Here's one. Whoops, we gotta move a little bit. Let's move up. Let's move up here. I didn't know I had to move up so quickly, so much. All right, and there we go. And so that's our 6 cards with one sheet of 12 by 12 paper. Super simple stamping with one stamp set, okay? So you make it, it's faster because you're just using one stamp set. And we used Peaceful Moments tonight because it has tons of words. It can be any stamp set. Then we stamped the flowers and leaves ahead of time and cut them out, which makes it very easy to assemble. Thank you, Sue. Thanks, Martha. Martha is my upline in Stampin' Up, so I love when she watches. Thank you, Leslie. I will definitely take pictures of these, okay? So I'll give you a few more minutes in case you want a screenshot, and I have a box that I'm gonna show you. Thank you so much, ladies. You know what we did not do? Let's kick it up another notch by adding some of the iridescent sequins, okay? And I did forget. I did it in the original cards, but not this one. The iridescent sequins, ladies, are part of the, oh gosh, I gotta say that word again, hang on. Oh my gosh, I can't say it. It's the pack of gold accents, okay, that are part of this suite. Let me zoom in. Ephemera. Thank you. I finally got it. Ephemera. So see the iridescent sequins? And let's go ahead and add some to this card as well. All right. And you can just put these anywhere. I like to do 3. All right, they say it's better to do it in odd numbers. Okay, and I don't even know where I want my third one. We'll just put it right there. And yes, we must have embellishments or embezzlements, either way you want to look at it, right? And I'll put another iridescent sequin there. All right, so yeah, the sequins are really kick it up another notch, but it makes it very, very easy to do, okay? So nothing hard. Let's see, all right, let's put that sequin there. Now my sequins are just popping around. I think it's because I'm working kind of fast there. There's another one. Isn't that amazing? They do add to it. It's just crazy. And remember, if you do want to kick it up a notch, look at that gold foil. Isn't that pretty? All right, 2 more to do. And then I have a solution for you because I know you want a box for the cards, right? Who doesn't? Who doesn't? All right, you know what? I always forget about the putty side, but I think the putty side will actually pick up my sequins. Yep, so the putty side also works. It works great with rhinestones too. All right, so there's another one. I just have to get out my Wink Stella. That's the only thing. I didn't realize it was dry. But you see how I'm picking up the sequins with the putty knife, the putty part? It's just the putty there. All right, so here they are. All right, now I know you ladies want a box, right? I'll put this card here till I get the solution. Oh, good, Laura, good. I know, so ladies, you could take the entire package, okay? The entire package of designer paper, and it's called Expressions in Ink designer paper. It's around page 90, Brenda, in the annual catalog. And you could take the entire package of paper and do this. And you would have, I think, is it 72 cards? Yeah, 72 cards, okay? One pack of paper. Wouldn't that be cool? Oh, something sticky got on that. All right, yes, we must have a box, right? Well, boy, do I have a solution for you. This is a brand new box that is coming in the Holiday Mini, all right? And you'll be able to place your order on August 3rd, which is Tuesday. I know you're gonna ask me for the item number, and unfortunately, I don't have it in front of me right now. All right, but these are in the holiday book. What I'm doing right now is I am just folding score lines, okay? These are just score lines. All right. And then the nice thing about this craft box is it has the adhesive already on the box, okay? So it's pretty cool. We're gonna just peel this off, all right? And we're gonna peel this off. The more I use this tool, the more I cannot live without it. Ooh, Sue, I have not done that. Sue says, in the past, have you ever taken an almost dry Wink Stella, put a couple of drops of alcohol and a drop or two of ink? She did it the other day, and yeah. Sue, I have seen the technique. I have not tried it yet, but I am dying to. And I also know that Billy, who's watching tonight, she's been using the alcohol technique. So it's pretty daggone cool. We need to do that sometime. All right, I am going to fold that score line. Didn't do that. Hi, Melissa. You're never too late. All right, so Simone just provided us with the item number for the craft gift boxes. I believe there are 10 in a package. The item number is 156569, and it's $10 for the box. Ladies, this is $1 a box, okay? $1 a box. All right, so all I'm doing is I am just attaching all those little sticky areas, okay? That's all I'm doing to put the box together. Let me fold this one again. All right, now we're gonna peel off these two and we're gonna fold them in. All right. And we're gonna close that, okay? So that's one of the last corners. This is a craft box. They are amazing. All right, and we're gonna fold that down. Put that together. All right. Now, here's our box, okay? And this is how it closes, okay? All right. So guess what? All of our cards fit in here. And let me grab some envelopes. All right, so I grabbed 6 envelopes to go with their 6 cards, okay? You could also put designer paper on your flap of your envelope, and that would make it very pretty. Here's another one. And another one. I'm just adding the envelope to each one. I want to show you that all 6 cards and 6 envelopes fit in here quite beautifully, okay? And then we're ready to shut this. Now this looks like some of that adhesive came off. So I'm gonna see if I can fix it. I think I'll use my tear and tape. I'd like to use the Stamp and Seal Plus, but it's kind of a hard angle for me to get to. So hang tight. Let's just put a little piece there. Yes, you can put some tissue paper in here as well. Great idea, Maria. You can also use some of that crinkly paper, the shreddy paper. Oh, thank you, Melissa. You have to watch the beginning of the video, Melissa. All right, so there we are. Now we've closed it, and look, we can see the cards inside. Isn't that cool? Now, let's see here. I've got some of our pale papaya ribbon, and this is item number 155816. And I like to just add a little ribbon. I know you're surprised, right? Are you surprised? All right, I'm add a little bit more. Okay. Yes, a belly band would be awesome. Absolutely. Yeah, you could use the designer paper as the belly band. Great idea, Laura. Now, doesn't this make a lovely gift? All right, now I'm going to fix my bow. All right. See if I can get this. Yep, you can definitely embellish the top. You girls are thinking. Yep, absolutely. All right, and so there is your flower. We can also, remember this paper that we cut earlier? It would make a really nice present, I know. So this is the designer paper that we cut earlier. And I am actually going to take the punch that we used earlier. What a great idea, Sue. I'm going to insert that paper as far as it'll go. I'm going to look at the back to make sure that it's centered. I am going to take the happy birthday. I'm going to do it in Shaded Spruce. You could use any color, okay? Any color. I'm going to stamp that happy birthday right along there. This happy birthday is part of the stamp set, okay? Then I can take a paper trimmer, or I can just cut this, all right, just like that. Let's put some dimensionals up here. Be a nice birthday box. And I think I'll add it about right here. Okay. And let's see. You can also add some of these iridescent things to the top of your box. I was looking, I had some gold elements. I'll show you the ones I'm thinking of, okay? So you can add your little sequins right along here. All right, there's your little iridescent. It would be a great belly band. I didn't even think of that, Laura. Great idea. Yep. Yes. Yep, you could take your paper and do both ends of it instead of one. And I'm going to show you my original one. I didn't show you in the beginning because I really wanted you to be surprised by the box. Okay, here is the other box for the set of green cards that I had made. I added the gilded gems. They're gold. Highly recommend those for this box. And then I added the gold accent here. All right, so there's both of the boxes. Now you can see them both. I think I like that. I think that really adds to the box.